Welcome back everyone. So you are watching this video and we are into our part number 5 of NFSU MPhil entrance clinical psychology paper. If you have not watched the previous 4 parts, then don't worry, you will lose some marks. It's completely okay, and if you don't want to lose, make sure that you watch those 4 previous parts. First of all, this question is from your social psychology, which we have discussed in the last portion in the last video, that how this is also IMP for your upcoming NFSU paper. The tendency to feel that someone else is responsible for taking action when others are present as a result of which phenomena, and you can find all these in C book: the social facilitation, bystander effect, confirmation bias, and groupthink as well. Everything is given over there, and what is the correct answer? Correct answer will be called out as the bystander effect, given by Bibb Darley and John Latane. John Darley and Bibb Latane, whatever that name is. Bystander effect was given by these guys, and what it means that if others are present, why would I take the initiative? They will take the initiative. Okay, now what is social facilitation? That you will perform better if you are an artist any day. If you are an artist, you will very well know this thing, that whenever you are performing at your home alone in front of your camera, you are not that much, what we can say, aroused, or you are not much that much motivated, or you are not that much confident and all those things, because you are performing alone. But as soon as you get on the stage and you rock there, this is called as the social facilitation. Now confirmation bias is again a social psychology thing, and group think, for that you need to refer to these books where you will find the answers. Now moving forward to the next one, what is the full form of MRI? And it is so simple. The full form is magnetic resonance investigation, no. Imaging, no. Interface, no. It is MRI, magnetic resonance imaging. So what it implies? It implies that your brain images where will be out there to study images only. Okay, using what? Using magnetic field. And if you have ever studied about physics, electromagnetic field, conduction, and all those things, then you would be able to understand pretty quickly that how this magnetic field works. This is like this: your brain, you are lying down there, and it is like this, and it will rotate, and it will give you images for your brain. Okay, and if you ever had this kind of head injury, you would be able to understand that this is the kind of machine that you are put in lying down there, and you are just wondering what is going to happen with you if you are conscious, and if you are unconscious, then it is not worth trouble for you. Okay, so you will go inside these magnetic waves, radio waves, sometimes whatever those waves are. We will not go into deep that biology thing or physics thing, but this is how the images are projected on the computer screen, and from there they will study your complete brain, because they will get the images of your brain structure. And what is fMRI? Just the one name is added, and what it means, F is for your functional or function. Okay, functional magnetic resonance imaging. What does it mean? It means that what your brain is able to do functions, which area is active or not, we can project those images or those areas as well. Okay, so MRI and fMRI are most important because these are the non-invasive techniques. Nothing is being injected. These are not also the lesion technique, because nothing is injected in your body. So what is the difference between non-invasive and invasive methods? Non-invasive and invasive. In invasive, something will be inserted inside your body, and in non-invasive, there will be nothing like that. Okay, so those lobotomy and those things will fall under the invasive head. Now moving forward to the next question. In the scientific method, the first step is, now these are the basic steps of your scientific methods, or whenever you are going to conduct a research. Reporting your results will obviously come in last. Specific question is going to be the correct answer. You will conclude only after you have tested the hypothesis and all those things, but they have asked about the first step. So what is going to be the first step? First step will be perceiving a question. To read about the stages, you can refer to the C book, you can refer to the A book. They have mentioned very clearly over there what are the necessary steps that you need to take. Now C book, find answer, A book, find answer. Let's move forward. In a naturalistic observation, the phenomena in which the behavior of the subjects being observed changes because they are being watched is called as, and this is called as the observer effect, not the representative sampling. Why will we talk about sampling over here? There are two types of sampling: non-probability and probability. And for this non-probability sampling, you need to learn this mnemonic QAJSSD. and in the Hindi terms you need to remember koi agar jayega snow sattu dega, like that, and you will never forget this your entire life. Now participant observation obviously no, and observer bias obviously no, so observer effect is the correct answer over here, that is going to be option number 3. Moving forward to the next one, the phenomena in which the expectations of the participants, these two questions are the most easiest one till now. Read from the C book, you will get the answer. In a study can influence their behavior, expectations of the participants. Okay, and this is once again so simple question. The correct answer is your placebo effect over here. Obviously, it is not talking about the stereotype where we will study in the social psychology portion, not the Hawthorne effect as well, not the experimental effect as well, only the placebo effect. All these can be studied from the C book or the E book. Definitely all these things are given over there. So you don't need to do any trouble, just read books and clear the examination as soon as possible. Which of the following is not one of the common ethical rules? Again, same you will find in C book, in the E book. Definitely you will find participants have to give informed consent. Deceptions cannot be used in any studies with the human beings. Okay, the rights and well-being of participant must come first. Data must remain confidential. If you have read about more experiments, that you will be able to recall in which experiment deception was used. Okay, so I don't know in which experiment deception was used. I am pretty sure in Zimbardo deception was used. Are you also sure about that? If not, comment down and prove me wrong that Zimbardo deception was not used in Zimbardo. It was used somewhere else. Okay. Okay. Participants have to give informed consent. Obviously, you have to tell them everything. Give them informed consent. Deceptions cannot be used in any studies with human beings. It can be used, but it has to be justified after the experiment is done. That is why option number second is the correct answer, because they have used this word cannot. Okay, the rights and well-being of participant must come first. Obviously, that was proposed after Zimbardo 1, and data must remain confidential. Yes, pretty sure. You cannot go and share your friends or colleagues data like this and that. So option number second is the correct answer, not the most common ethical rules. Which perspective focuses on free will and self-actualization? And obviously option number 4 is the correct answer. Humanism is the correct answer over here. Humanism by Abraham Maslow and Carl Rogers. Behaviorism by John B. Watson, I.V. Pavlov and all those things, Skinner. Cognitive psychology by whom? By whom? By whom? By whom? Comment. And psychoanalysis by Sigmund Freud and all those things, neo-psychoanalyst and Karen Horney and all those things. They will talk about different things, but only and only of the free will and self-actualization only humanism will talk about. Along with that, one more is there called as the existential psychology, where you will find people like Rollo May given their IEROC, okay, innocence, rebellion, this thing, and what Rollo has done, logotherapy, Viktor Frankl, and all those things. Okay, so free will and self actualization are nearly same thing in these two contexts, because they are just on the similar parallel lines. Now, critical thinking means making judgments based on. Now, if you have given any paper subjective in your entire lifetime, or even if you will give in the next upcoming sessions or years, critical thinking means making judgments based on emotional issues. Obviously not. There is no need of your emotion whenever you have to think critically about something. Keeping a closed mind, no, never. Authority and expertise, no, never. You have to be reasonable and logical evaluation should be there. Okay, critically think, reason, and logical evaluation should be there when you have to make judgments based on critical thinking. So this is the correct answer, option number 3. Moving forward to the next one, the part of the autonomic nervous system, and here starts the favorite unit, biopsychology of this channel. The part of the autonomic nervous system that restores the body to a normal functioning after arousal and is responsible for the day-to-day functioning of the organs and glands. Now, first of all, try to identify ANS. What is ANS stand for? It stands for autonomic nervous system, and seeing this paper, we are almost done half the paper, and I can tell you they can even ask you the full form for autonomic nervous system, as they have asked for the MRI. Okay, so they can ask about autonomic, or they will also give automatic as well. So autonomic nervous system is part of your nervous system for which basic building block of matter is neuron. I mean the cell and then the neuron. Now Sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system are the two part of your ANS. Maybe may not be, but obviously skeletal system is not going to be the part of this. Skeletal system is never part of your nervous system or your autonomic nervous system. So what is the nervous system? In the nervous system, you will have the brain and the spinal cord, CTLS, the four regions, cervical, thoracic, lumbar and sacral, and then you will have the four lobes over here, as well as whatever rest is in your body. These are called as the PNS, called as the peripheral nervous system. So now you will have the somatic nervous system and the autonomic nervous system. It means whatever is happening in your body, internal organs, all these things are operated from this autonomic nervous system. And to sum this up, you can find this nervous system, the CNS, the PNS, under this PNS, the somatic nervous system and the autonomic one. And then you have the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. So now the question is asking you that restores the body to normal functioning after arousal and is responsible for the day-to-day functioning of the organs and glands is. So let's suppose you have a train at 8 a.m. in the morning and you are 7:50 a.m. You are where? You are at your home and your home is 2 kilometers away. Okay. So now you are in a rush, you are in a hurry, you want to go to this your hometown maybe or any city you want to travel and all those things. So you are in a hurry. What will happen eventually? Your heartbeat will be fast, your respiration will be fast, your digestive system will stop, and everything that needs no attention at that time, you will not feel the urge to urinate or to go to bathroom or anywhere, because all these working will be stopped. Why? Because what is activated? Your sympathetic or sympathetic, whichever you want to pronounce, sympathetic or nervous system is activated. While you are catching the train is going like this, you are running like this, like this, like this, like an action potential, you are running, and the train is going again forward, you are again, everything will be so fast, and these also will be so much in a rest state, they will not be active while you are in a hurry. But as soon as you boarded on the train, as soon as you went inside the train, and now your breathing will slow down, your heart rate will slow down, your everything will come back to what it will come to the normal functioning after arousal. Okay, and which will help you to maintain this? It will be helped by your parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, parasympathetic nervous system will help you to do this thing, and whenever you are in a hurry, it will be option number one. So what is the correct answer for this? It is your option number second, parasympathetic nervous system. And as you can see on the screen, the sympathetic ganglia, eyes, skin, salivary gland, lungs, heart, stomach, all these will be activated from the thoracic region, as you have seen over here. This is the CTLS, CTLNS, and this is sacral nerves, genitals, bladder, adrenal gland. This is for your sympathetic division, and this is for your parasympathetic division. And this thing will happen like this. So even though they have written nervous system, we will take on the face value, but the correct answer is your parasympathetic division or sympathetic division when you are in a hurry. So make sure that you remember one thing: whenever you are in a hurry, your sympa will be activated, and wherever you are normal or in a day-to-day functioning, what is important? It is your parasympathetic. Okay, it is so simple, so easy. And with this, we will move forward. Where? We will move forward to the next question that is coming up. Question. Okay, again same thing. See, if you understood one concept, it is very easy for you to eliminate all the different or difficult questions, or the easy one also. You will be so focused, so well learned, well behaved, that you will answer only correct questions. I mean the correct answers. Which of the following is not a function of the sympathetic division? In two questions, we just solve nervous system, and we are now solving sympathetic division. Okay, so that is why knowledge is very IMP. You have the correct and clear knowledge of things happening around you. Not a function they are asking, so you now you know the answer. First of all, increasing the activity of the lungs. Obviously, it will be activated. It will be pumped more fast. The incoming and outgoing, the respiration system will be doing very fast work in the sympathetic division, but not in the parasympa. So now increasing the heart rate. Yes, obviously, when you are running, your heart rate will increase, activity of lungs will increase, dilating the pupils of the eye, it will also happen, but not will happen what? increasing digestive activity to fuel for the body. Okay, this will not happen when you are, this is not the function of the sympathetic division. Okay, it is so clear. I have just told you, whenever you are running to catch the train, whenever you are running to catch the train, your digestive system will obviously not work to give fuel to your body, because your body is occupied in doing more things which are required at that particular event or at that particular point of instance. Okay, so digestive activity will not fall under this purview of your sympathetic division, and it is also not a function of this particular thing, and that is why option number 1 is the correct answer for this. I hope you have marked all the correct answers. The 10 out of 10 you would have scored in this paper, and we have finished NFSU MPhil Clinical Psychology. 50% of paper we have finished in all these our part 5 of this series. Okay. So if you have missed by any chance part number 1, 2, 3, 4, then you are doing a big mistake. Make sure that you are watching all those parts continuously and revising from there. Okay. So with this, we will finish this NFSU series over here. Till then, goodbye, take care, and see you all soon in the upcoming next video. And yes, from where you can learn about this, where you can read about this, you can refer to the C book or any or any other general psychology book. You can refer, and you can also join the Telegram for free study materials that are available there, free PYQs and all those things. Just type this in the search bar or just check for the Telegram link in the given description. If you want to have those books physically, the links are given in the description. Of course, those are affiliated, and that is giving so much heavy amount of money, but that is not the case. But those links are affiliated, so if you want, you can take from there. If you want free materials, you can join Telegram channel, and see you all soon. Goodbye.